who's in the audience right there.
Hi.
Give a hand for my mom first. She didn't realize I'd be telling jokes about her. No, she did. She's in on it. So my mom, until recently, didn't have Face ID or passcode on her phone, which is hard to do. You have to ignore about 17 warnings a day. So it was a phone, perfectly good phone, but you press the button on the side and you're in the phone. You have access to passwords, banking information, incriminating gossip with her sisters. And I told her, Mom, it's time we implement some security to protect your identity. And she said, who would want to steal my identity? She said, look at me, if they want this identity, they can have it. Take my hemorrhoids too. I said, Mom, you're a beautiful woman in your wedding photos. Anyway, this is not about your physical identity. We need to implement some security so that if you lose your phone, whoever finds it can't get to Dad's money. That hit her where it hurts, right in the wall. So now she's got advanced encryption, multi-factor authentication, you name it. My mom believes I have a personal secretary named Susan Yamada, Sue for short. I'm really lucky to have Sue. She answers my phone when I'm not around. She's courteous and professional. She reads from a little script. Su llamada ha sido enviada a un contestador automático de mensajes de voz. Andrew no está disponible. Su llamada in Spanish means your call. So I get a voicemail from Mom. It's a pretty common occurrence. Hi, Andrew. I tried calling you, but Sue answered again. I don't understand what she's saying, but she's very nice. Your father is out today because he does what he wants when he wants. So I'm all alone, and I was wondering if you got a haircut recently, and if you remembered to buy new socks and underwear yet this year. Let us know the cost and we'll reimburse you. And what time is it over there anyway?
It's true.
Hey, she is my inspiration. So I'm going to do one more bit about Mom and then move on. She's got one glass of wine, folks. Beware. Patricia, cuando puedas, otro vino blanco para la señora. Growing up, my mom was always nervous about entertaining at our house. You know what I mean when I say entertaining? Maybe it's a word we use in America. Having people over, maybe a dinner party, entertaining. The hours before entertaining were always a mad scramble to make our home look like a museum where no one would ever be suspected of living. Mom would sort of rant around in a fit of hysteria. Clean this, throw away that, tell your father to listen. And I said, Mom, I get it. You're overwhelmed about entertaining, but don't take it out on the rest of us because you're nervous about your act. I mean, what have you prepared? How about you go in the backyard and practice your juggling or your unicycling or something? If you've got nothing, our guests are going to be disappointed. I spoke to the salmon and the bagels, and they're not keen on being center stage anymore. Don't project your anxiety on the rest of us. And it was always disappointing when the supposed entertainment turned out to be my aunts, uncles, and grandparents in our living room, because this was the opposite of entertainment. This was like watching paint dry. If the paint would complain about politics and overshare about everyone's medical information.